How about those Chiefs? How about those Chiefs? This is the post-game reaction to the Chiefs winning. I feel like by the skin of their teeth until the very end of the game against the Chargers. This is how we're going to do it. I'm going to give you an in-depth look at the game, some standout plays, kind of tell you how I saw it, look at the box score, look at some injuries. But man, that was a crazy game. As far as injuries go, McCole Hardman jumped up for an underthrown ball in the third quarter and landed awkwardly on his leg. He did hobble off the field, tried to come back in. But there was a key thing that happened when he tried to come back in, okay? They threw Hardman the ball is incomplete. He leaves the game with a heel injury of sorts. And Justin Watson comes in, and we'll get to that. The Chargers had multiple injuries throughout the night on their offensive line, which I'm sure you guys could tell, but in the first half, the Chiefs' D-line, dude, they could not get to Justin Herbert. They could not do it. Well, a couple injuries happened. The Chargers had to makeshift their line, kind of like the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Maybe not that bad. It allowed Chris Jones and everybody to start getting to Herbert, putting pressure on him. So that actually resulted in Justin Herbert himself getting injured. I'm just going to say this right off the top, y'all. Justin Herbert is a freaking dog. I don't care what anybody says. I don't want any trash talk about Justin Herbert. He's a freaking dog. For all I know, he has a broken rib. He finished out that game converting multiple fourth down conversions at the end and even scored. That fourth down conversion to get them onto the goal line was absolutely incredible. Freaking dog. Anyway, it was a crazy game, man. First half, Chiefs opening drive, solid run, screen to CH. Michael Burton got involved early, but a bad play call on 3rd and 2. You guys might remember this, but that was the handoff to McCole Hardman. He was in a halfback position and got handed off the ball and tried to go like outside. And Chiefs had a punt. That was not good. Leo Chanel nearly sacked Herbert early. Jalen Watson was targeted multiple times, resulting in a Chargers field goal. Chiefs had multiple bad 3-and-outs. Mahomes got sacked for a 10-yard loss on some blown coverage by Andrew Wiley. It was not good. The Chiefs did battle back, completing key pass to Kelsey to get the 1st and goal at the 10-yard line. Mahomes' next play was a crazy scramble to the right. Guys, this play by Mahomes was probably one of the best plays of the entire game. When he scrambles to the right, searching for somebody, and he actually pump fakes this way to get the defensive lineman or linebacker, whoever it was, to get their hand up, and then he sidearms the ball under their raised hand to McKinnon, I think it was, for a touchdown. It was freaking unbelievable. Things are back and forth after that. Chiefs had a 2nd and 2, and on the back-to-back runs, they could not get the first down. That included a 3rd and 1 run by Pacheco near the end of the half. The Chargers had a 4th down and drained 30 seconds off the clock before punting, and the Chiefs failed to call a timeout. Very weird. They wasted 30 seconds off the clock. From there, Andrew Wiley was called for holding, I believe it was, and throwing Bosa into Mahomes, but it was a pretty weak call. Should have been roughing the passer, in my opinion. Overall, decent half by the defense. But yeah, if it wasn't for Mahomes, I think the offense would have had like a D-, dude. But they were able to do a little bit in the first half. Now, second half, a little bit different. Chargers drove right down the field unfazed until they went for it on 4th and 1. They converted, throwing a TD pass in which Mike Williams made an absolutely one-handed elite baller of a catch in the end zone. All I could do was say, wow, are you kidding me? Mahomes then, next drive, almost had that horrible interception, miscommunicated throw to Kelsey, but it was overturned, thank God. Guys, this is what I believe was the momentum shifter of the game, okay? CEH catches about a 4-yard pass, breaks 2 tackles for about 20 yards, all right? Shortly after that, listen to this. Justin Watson subs in for McCole Hardman, who has the hurt heel. First play, maybe not in the game, maybe not even the first play on offense, but I believe it was his first target by Mahomes. Bro, he scorched J.C. Jackson one-on-one for a freaking touchdown, dude. I jumped up out of bed and almost threw out my back again. Absolutely crazy, phenomenal. The last name Watson is the MVP today. We'll get to that because there's 2 game balls I'm giving out, and it's to 2 people with the same last name. Y'all know where I'm going. Following drive, Justin Reed had a huge pass breakup on 3rd and 2, forcing a punt by the Chargers. The Chiefs defense then had a huge 3 and out. This is where I'm talking about. The Chargers O-line was beginning to get depleted. Huge 3 and out. Chris Jones had a sack on 3rd and 10. Chargers then proceeded to muff their little punt, giving the ball to the Chiefs on like the 40-yard line. But this is where I started to freak out a little bit. I'm like, okay, went for a field goal. Things start to change after this drive because the Chargers drove down the field. That field goal, by the way, tied it up. The Chargers drove down the field with ease. Goal line. I'm like, great, TD, here we go. Nah, didn't happen. Jaylen Watson, bro. Jaylen Watson with a 98-yard pick 6. I almost threw my TV out the back window. It was insane. 98-yard pick 6, rookie 7th round pick Jaylen freaking Watson. Welcome to Arrowhead. First home game of the season. Justin Watson, clutch TD, one-on-one against JC Jackson for a TD. Jaylen Watson, 98-yard pick 6. Bro, that was basically the game, but I will say this. Justin Herbert's a dog. Because even while injured, he did continue to battle back, kept fighting. But then Mike Dana nailed him. Clean hit, but Mike Dana nailed him on a 3rd down, I believe, in which Justin Herbert converted for a 1st down, by the way, but was shaken up, had to leave the field. Chase Daniel came in the game, handed off the ball. Herbert comes back in, makes a pretty bad play, punts, and then this is where I need everybody that has ever said a bad thing about CEH, the Chiefs needing to sit him, the Chiefs needing to bench him. I need y'all to be quiet for a moment because CEH broke off a 40-yard run and took a face mask for an additional 15 more. Let's freaking go, CEH. We kind of know how it went after that. The Chiefs got a field goal, I believe, on that drive. Then the Chargers battled back, converting multiple 4th down conversions for a TD, but it was too late. They took an onside kick at the end of the game in which Justin Watson actually muffed that onside kick, y'all. I don't know if you saw that. No, thank God Noah Gray jumped on it. I was freaking nervous. Not gonna lie. Crazy game. Final score, Chargers 24, Chiefs 27. It was a 3-point game. My initial prediction was 30-33. I changed it to 32-35 Chiefs. So the Chiefs did win by 3. Freaking crazy game, man. Patrick Mahomes, 24 for 35, 235 yards and 2 TDs. Leading rusher, CEH, 8 carries for 74 yards. Leading receptions. It was a little rough with the Chiefs offense, guys, but we made it happen. And this is why you want to have a complete team. The offense struggled at times. Pick 6 by the defense. Let's go. Multiple punts by both teams. But yeah, Travis Kelce, 5 receptions for 50 yards. Justin Watson, 2 receptions for 50 yards. McCole Hardman, 3 for 49. CEH, 4 for 44. It was pretty spread across the board. No fumbles by either team. Willie Gay led the team in tackles, followed by Nick Bolton. I will say this. Willie Gay had 2 pretty big missed tackles in which he was bolting down the field to try to make a huge play on a tackle for loss. Missed 2 pretty big ones, but still led the team with tackles. Bolton with 10, Snead with 8. Then the big interception, 99er, actually, by Jaylen Watson. And how many punts? Both teams had 6 punts, y'all. This was a pretty crazy game. Now, who's the game balls going to? You already freaking know. Last name Watson on the offense, last name Watson on the defense. Justin Watson getting a game ball. Jaylen Watson getting a game ball. Tomahawk chop. Oh, let's freaking go, dude. And that's a game. That is a game. How about